NHTSA Airbag Inflator Probe, a new EV battery supply partnership, the sky's the limit, and more. Good morning, everyone. I'm Laura Harris. Welcome to First Shift. Coming up, more on those headlines soon. But first, our lead story. Suppliers gear up for EVs. Legacy parts makers and newcomers are shifting to an EV supply chain. Automakers and battery manufacturers are spending unprecedented sums of money on EVs. And suppliers are no different. Suppliers are spending big money on new projects to build components for electric vehicles and batteries that power them. Each new EV project requires a special supply chain where one didn't exist before. This includes battery systems and modules, battery enclosures, electric motors, and more. New EV programs in greenfield locations will also draw forth new supplier plants for traditional components. Companies that win a place on these new EV programs range from some of the largest and most established part suppliers in the world to relatively unknown players in the North American industry. Automotive responds to NHTSA request an Airbag Inflator Probe. It's part of the agency's ramped-up investigation of rupturing airbag inflators, manufactured by the Tier 2 supplier. On May 31st, NHTSA issued a special order directing ARC to answer written questions under oath and produce additional documents by mid-June. The request comes after the agency demanded ARC recall 67 million airbag inflators produced through January 2018 that the agency tentatively concluded were defective. ARC rejected NHTSA's demand. You can read more on these stories in our newsletter, The Daily. To subscribe, go to the More section on our website and click Newsletters on the left side of the screen. Mazda eyes an EV battery supply partnership with Panasonic Energy. In a statement, the company said in this partnership, Panasonic Energy would supply Mazda with automotive cylindrical lithium-ion batteries made in Japan and North America for Mazda EVs expected to be rolled out in the later half of this decade. Surpassing recession-era highs. That's exactly what the auto loan delinquency rate is doing. According to S&P Global Mobility, the auto loan delinquency exceeded recession-era highs in the first quarter of this year. That spike is mostly contained within the subprime tier. S&P Global Mobility says inflation and high interest rates may be partly to blame for the increase. Artificial intelligence might soon eliminate one of the biggest bottlenecks in the car design process. Toyota is unleashing generative AI to meld vehicle design with engineering principles. One Toyota Research Institute executive says the new technique could curtail the number of iterations needed and shorten design cycles. In the future, Toyota intends to use AI to incorporate handling characteristics. The sky's the limit, at least for Suzuki. The automaker has reached an agreement with the Japanese aircraft maker SkyDrive. The companies say they will use a Suzuki Group factory in central Japan to make an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. They aim to begin production by around spring next year. Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to follow us online at autonews.com for updates from our reporters all day, every day. I'm Laura Harris. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.